Mariam has an agenda this year. She's trying to be the drama, bring drama. But guy, stars don't struggle to shine.
Listen, but don't put your hand in my face. It's not your face. That's how I talk. Madam, if I wish you one hot slap, if you touch me by mistake the wrong way, you will receive something. Do you understand? So stop putting your hand in my face.
Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'll be reviewing episode 7 of The Real Housewives of Lagos. So this episode kicks off with Faith and her son having a staycation at Lagos Continental. So it was just so cool seeing Faith and her son having one-on-one mom-son time. So they went for, was it lunch at the restaurant, where she was just talking to her son, just basically explaining how much she misses him and how, you know, her not always being with him has affected her. I was like, yeah, he understands that he's good, so she was just having that bonding time, like mom-son time with her son, and it was really cute to see. He acted really mature. He wasn't complaining, he wasn't, you know, making a fuss about, you know, them not being together as often as she would want or he would want. So yeah, so that was how this episode opened up. So afterwards, Toyin and Laura, you know, joins Faith. They plan to have a play date with the kids. So Laura with her daughter and her son, Toyin with her daughter and her son, as well as, you know, Faith with her son. So it was really cool to see like all the moms just having a good time, cool time, and there was no negativity, there was no bad vibe. This episode just started on a cool, happy note. So yeah, so everybody just came through. Laura with her kids, Toyin came through with her crazy hat, and it was just as usual. You know, Toyin knows how to make a statement. At first they had the idea of, you know, the kids painting, having a paint session, but none of the kids really seemed interested. I think it was only Laura's daughter that was really into the painting stuff. Then afterwards, you know, everybody just went into the pool. They just had a good time. Toyin's son and Faith's son were just in their own bubble, their own fun time in the pool. They're just having time of their lives. Then, you know, the moms and the other kids were just also there, just chilling, and really nice how that all turned out. So yeah, after that we get to see Tania. So Tania, on her own end, she's having a family photo shoot with her husband and her daughter. So she's getting ready for the shoot, and in so doing, she's also discussing about, you know, how she would like to have an event where she can invite all the ladies. So after seeing glam, we now get to the shoot proper. So it was really cute to see her daughter, you know, see her husband. Like the photos really looked nice. They looked like a happy family, and so it was just like cool family time. Like this episode just started with everybody having fun family time. Then after that, we get to see Faith in work mode. So she gets to meet up with a friend who is also a very good client of hers. So he was just telling her what he wants to do, and, you know, how a PR agency can step in and what they should do and all of that. So I think this just wanted us to get another glimpse of, you know, Mariam in work mode, not the crazy Mariam that we know. So yeah, so after that we get to see Chioma at her own place of work. So, you know, she was at good hair. Then from there she went to check the renovations that were going on at Brass and Coppers, and she was so unhappy with how things were turning out, because it seemed like they were still in construction phase. Things were not picking up, and she was really upset at that, because she, as she said, she, you know, hired a new team to pick up the renovations properly from where the previous team left off. But it seems like these people are not also doing anything. Everything is moving very slowly, and like she said, it was over 2 months and she had not been having business, so everything was on hold for Brass and Coppers because of the renovation. So they were losing money, and she was really upset about how it was. So she was just complaining bitterly about it. Then Laura put a call across, so I think she was in the neighborhood or she was around. She just wanted to check in if Chioma was at work. So yeah, Chioma was like, she was there. So Laura came through to just see her and see the place, and she was just telling her like, don't worry, things will pick up, that she's sure things will be back in no time and the place will look better than it did before. You know, like she trusts her and she knows things will go. She was basically cheering Chioma on and just telling her not to worry, that things will obviously move swiftly. And yeah, so after that they went to just talk downstairs by the car. So Chioma was just telling her like how she's so proud of her event, that it was really really fun, and how she uses the lip gloss every day. Then, you know, Chioma had to bring up the whole the tension in the room, and then I was like, what's happened? Like, what tension? Was it with me? And Chioma was like, no, you were oblivious to what was going on because you had to attend to the event and you were really busy. And Chioma said that the tension was between Dr. Romel and Faith and Mariam. Laura just told Chioma she feels Faith and Mariam will eventually, you know, sort things out and patch things up. Like, they seem to have a lot in common. Like, she feels in no time they would have resolved their differences, so it's not a biggie. She doesn't see it as a big deal. And besides, they have a lot in common. They both like Caucasian men, and they're both skinny, and just made one silly remark that I didn't really understand. I guess she was trying to make a funny remark of some sort. So yeah, Laura also made the comment of how, you know, Chioma and Faith would also in no time be friends. They would be buddies, and she feels like they also have a lot in common. They are also both very fashionable, and both very business savvy. And Chioma was like, no, that is not by being fashionable. Anybody can be fashionable. It's not by being work savvy. That if they were to get along, they would have gotten along since. That she just doesn't, she can't read Faith, so she just doesn't like her. Like, she doesn't vibe with her. She's just there. Then Laura was like, no, like, she's actually a nice person if you get to know her. She gives diva vibes. Then Chioma said that that's not how a diva acts. That, you know, diva has control of the room, but Faith doesn't have control of anything. This, that. You know, we can all tell that Chioma doesn't vibe well with Faith, and she doesn't really like Faith, although we don't know why. But yeah, so with the way the conversation was going, she was sure not interested in trying to get to know Faith or whatever. After that, you know, Tania and Chioma link up. So Tania is just trying to meet up with Chioma to air her concerns about, you know, the event she wants to put together for the ladies, because she's concerned. She doesn't want there to be unnecessary drama. And, you know, this is her first time like hosting the ladies for an event, and they are not really her friends. There are people she met through Chioma, so she wanted to get her own insight on what to do and how to go about things. And in the process of that, their whole conversation, Tania mentioned the fact that she didn't want any awkwardness, like what happened at Yabo's event and also at Laura's event. So Chioma now brought up the thing of where, you know, she actually spoke to Dr. Romel after Laura's event to get the tea on what actually happened. Dr. Romel told Chioma that, oh, that he tried talking to Faith, but she just shut him down, like saying that she doesn't want to be his friend, and that the event was his event. Basically, the way Chioma was putting it across to Tania made it seem like Dr. Romel was trying so hard to settle things and reconcile, and Faith was just turning him down and just being very rude. And we can all tell that Chioma has a soft spot for Dr. Romel, with the whole he's sweet, he's a nice person, he's kind, he's this, So regardless of whatever Dr. Romel told her, she has it in her head that, you know, Faith is the one in the wrong. So yeah, so with what she was feeding Tania was like that she doesn't really know Dr. Romel. She hasn't gotten to have like a one-on-one interaction with him, so all she can say is based off like group interaction. And, you know, he seems to have a vibe, like he's very energetic, he's very playful, this, that, but she doesn't know him one-on-one to have like an opinion about him. Basically, Chioma is just saying that Dr. Romel seemed to have tried to mend things with Faith, but Faith didn't want to. That's not how they do in their group, that if you have an issue, they should resolve it, they should stop dragging it on and on and on. Like, that was shy. And one thing I really enjoyed watching in this episode was, you know, when Laura and Toyin finally sat down to talk. It was so cute to just see like them sort things out, talk things through. So yeah, so they met up, and, you know, it was really nice. They just hugged, and Toyin was telling her like like just congratulating her about her lip gloss launch, and the event was really nice. And they got talking, and it was obvious like they actually missed each other, and you know, Laura had apologized and they were just trying to talk things out and just resolve. And Laura admitted that she feels like what really affected their friendship, or what brought a wedge between the both of them, was, you know, Laura listening to what the other ladies had to say about Toyin, or just taking in everybody else's opinion or certain things everybody was feeding her at that time. So now, like, she feels like now she knows better, like she has learned her lesson. So if anything is to happen, or if there's anything somebody tells me about her, she just wants them to just either talk to each other about it, like, oh, so person, this was said, then if I said it, I'll own up to it and say, oh, I said this. If I didn't say it, I'll tell you I didn't say it, and if I said it, I'll tell you why I said what I said. So it was really, really nice, and it seemed like these two women had, you know, grown up from how they were in the previous season, and they were just both talking and talking, and it was really, really refreshing to see like these women patch things up and resolve and admit that, okay, yes, I missed you, you're my friend, what I did was wrong, how I went around about the situation was wrong, and just it. So in that whole conversation, now they now brought the whole thing up where Laura was saying that she now understands what the ladies were trying to do, or the strategy or the mind games they were trying to play then, you know, trying to pit them up against each other the same way, you know, they're trying to do now. Like how, you know, Mariam came to her photo shoot and was saying that you think everybody's your friend, is Toyin your friend, is Faith your friend, that kind of thing. I really liked what Laura was saying, with how Mariam was trying to pitch it, like pitch Faith against her. Laura was like, she could see through her bullshit, so she didn't really sense. So anytime they asked her anything about Faith, she was like, oh, Faith is fantastic, Faith is beautiful, Faith is a wonderful person, you get, because she doesn't understand like what is your business with my relationship with her, how does that affect you? So like it was really, really nice seeing like this woman actually gets it, she see what is happening. And Toyin also, like, she's actually getting to know Faith, and she likes Faith, like she hasn't seen anything, Faith hasn't disrespected her, Faith hasn't said anything negative, like she just enjoys her vibe, and she's not going to let somebody else's opinion affect how she treats a person, that she will judge people based on how, you know, they treat them. And it was nice how these women were just going on and on. And Toyin also mentioned the fact that, you know, if you don't know Faith, you would think she's acting a script or something. And like when she got to know her, she could see, this baby is actually, that's how she's just calm, she's put together, she's very classy, she's bougie and stuff. So yeah, so it was really nice seeing them going back and forth, like just having this very, very positive conversation. And Laura also mentioned the fact that she feels like Mariam is acting a script, that although she doesn't have any negative agenda towards anybody, but she feels like she has a script where she's just taking things off the script, because she doesn't understand why Mariam is so like she's craving so much attention. She wants to be the center of attention, she wants to be the drama for this season. So it was so funny, and Toyin was like, even her, she doesn't really know what's up with Mariam, because she even asked her, and she was like, Mariam told her that even like she didn't plan any of this, that it just happened. So it was like they both could see what was going on, and it was nice to see that these two women are not with the rest of the gang, you get. So, and it was also nice how they've patched things up, and you know, they've reconciled and they're building back their friendship once again. And it was nice because Toyin also mentioned the fact that she has known Laura since, you know, she was 17 years, and to think that because of the fight they had in the previous season was something that was going to destroy this friendship. But yeah, so thankfully everything is sorted. Like, I don't know if you noticed in this episode, because Toyin is very fashionable, and I think we've all established that fact. But also in this episode, she does in her confession where she wore clocks on her. I don't know if it was a dress or a top, but there's nobody else that could pull that off like Toyin. She's always very ready to show her creativity and just market herself, like, because she's a brand, she has to show how talented she is, she has to sell her business, she has to sell her product. And you know, every time I'm seeing her dress, every time I'm seeing her outfit, she's always amazing. So yeah, I just had to chip that in. So after the whole, you know, friendship bonding time, the next scene we get to see is the ladies' night out at Gaza that Tania organized for the ladies. So Tania is first to arrive, as the host. Second to come through was Faith. So they both greet each other and they were just, just having a mini chit chat. And Tania was like, oh, she's going to make sure that we all have shots tonight, this, that. Then Faith was not telling her, you think I don't see you when you sneak those shots? You don't actually take shots. And she will take one shot when she's seen that Tania has taken 4 shots. So they're just having like just cute girl talk there and there. Then, Tania was like, oh, the first event that we had shots at was at the yard sale, but she couldn't have shots, she couldn't take anything then because she was on antibiotics. And at the second event was at your Botox party. And Faye just corrected Tania that no, that event wasn't mine, it was Dr. Romel's event. You get that kind of thing there. Tania was confused, but like, I thought it was your event. She said no, actually it was Dr. Romel's stuff. Then Tania was like, what is the deal, like what's going on, what happened, that kind of thing now. So Faith just told her that Dr. Romel is somebody I met through somebody that I've known for 10 years. So she introduced me to Dr. Romel, even showed Tania the chats of how they started talking last year December. Like, this guy hasn't known me for long, we've just been in touch recently. So she was just telling Tania that basically the whole thing is that I don't want to be friends with him anymore, and that's where his whole bitterness and anger is stemming from, because he's not my friend, he's not somebody that I really roll with. So, and I promised him I'll let him meet the ladies, you get. So that is something I promised him, and that's what I'm allowing him to do. So I just don't like the way he's portraying me to be, all the narrative he's pushing, but we're not friends. And I was like, oh wow, that she didn't even know this. Like, she thought Dr. Remel and Faith were actually besties. That was the impression that everybody got, and that she had actually bad-mouthed her, like said a lot of things and stuff. So Faith was like, oh, it's understandable, it's like, it's fine, it's cool. So Tania was now saying that in her confession that if it was Faith, that she would not have even danced with him at the event, she would have pushed into the pool. Tania was telling Faith that you need to clear your name. That I don't think Faith owes anybody an explanation, because at the end of the day, the ladies will have their opinion of Faith the way they want to. So if they want to talk to her, find out something the same way Tania did, they will talk to her. But everybody seems to just be in their own bubble and believe whatever Dr. Romel tells them, which we can all see now they're all lies. After their conversations, the rest of the ladies join in. We have Laura comes in with her nets here. Laura came dressed for the club, she came dressed to party, and it was really funny. Like, then Toyin came through with her white outfit, like it was really cool. Then Chioma came, everybody was just, it was just good vibes, just general happy. Like, everybody was in the mood to groove and have fun and just unwind, like no drama, like a drama-free night, until Mariam came in. Toyin made the comment of, Mariam, my friend, the raccoon, something. Everybody was like, Mariam just insulted her in Yoruba and they just hugged her. So yeah, the night started off well. Like, there was a lot to drink, a lot to eat, the vibe was right, the music was there, everybody was just cool. Then all of a sudden, Mariam makes the comment of them being fake and how people are not cool with people, but they're acting like they're cool with people, that kind of thing. Because we didn't really get to see the origin of the conversation, but what we got to see was Chioma asking Mariam that, why do you think that we are fake, or why do you have a problem with me and Laura being cool? Then Mariam was like, no, that you and Laura don't really roll like that, you and Laura are not cool. That Mariam was like, we're not good but we're not bad, so why are you making a big deal? She was like, then Mariam was like, people are not friends, I don't understand the over familiarity, the over friendliness. Tania on her end, in her own confession, was saying that if people are trying to get to know themselves, allow them get to know themselves. If they're trying to build a friendship, let them be. Chioma is spilling secrets that it was actually you that told us not to talk to Laura at the event at Dubai. Even Laura was shocked. Mariam's confession, she was saying that she doesn't know when Chioma and Laura became friends, because in her event, when she remembered that dinner, lunch, whatever thing that they had, that they were not on good terms. So all of a sudden they are now friends, and then they need to explain, because it was at her event that she could see that there was tension between them. So they need to explain to her when and how they sorted things out, if they had a conversation, because it's weird for her seeing them being all cool and all sweet and all cordial with each other. And I'm like, babe, how does that concern you? I don't understand why Mariam is inserting herself into everybody's business, into everybody's friendship or whatever, because it's just weird. Chioma was not telling her that, so you expect me to carry something that happened a year ago till now and not talk things out with her or try to get to know Laura or whatever. Like, that's just silly. And you know how Mariam was just talking and putting her hands in Chioma's face, and Chioma was like, don't do that, don't put your hands in my face, don't. Before you know, things were just going, and it was just looking really, really heated. Tania was just so done with the whole thing, that why I'm at my event, you guys want to, you know, do this. I was able to diffuse the situation, you know. Then the magician came in, did his magic trick, which was fun. Like, everybody just laughed, had a good time. Then, you know, the sexy men came in to entertain the ladies, the single ladies, as Tania said. But, you know, Mariam got overly excited at the entertainers that were brought in. After that, you know, the belly dancer came in. Then the vibe was just right, you know, the energy was right. They were just dancing, vibing, chilling, taking pictures, just having a good time, just letting loose. And yeah, so that was how the episode ended. So in the next episode, we'll get to see more of Chioma and Mariam's drama. So that's just it. And in this episode, we didn't get to see lyabo. Maybe in the next episode she'll be back, who knows. So yeah, so that's just it for episode 7. If you haven't seen the previous episodes on my channel, I'll leave them linked. You should check them out and know what's been going on in the Real Housewives. If you want to see what happens in episode 8, please subscribe, like, share, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.